Whiskey 3, Delta, Alpha, Victor. This is Dave, and I'm in East Tennessee. Over.
Roger, Dave, and you're in Tennessee. And what radio are you running today, sir?
I'm running 7300, sir.
Alrighty, so if you'd like a setup there, if you were, running that radio on the wide transmit bandwidth, that's what we're looking for, the 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth called wide. You have 3 selections there, and we want you to be in that wide one, Roger.
Roger that. That's where I'm at. I'm in the wide right now. I'm in DAVE-W3DAV.
Yes, sir. Now move to your compressor. And let's see here. And we want that on 3. We want that compressor on a 3. Roger.
Okay, I have the compressor on 3 now.
All right. So then into your ALC meter, as you say the word audio, I want you to adjust your mic gain until your ALC meter is running 2/3. 2/3 on your ALC meter as you say the word audio. Just stretch that word out.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Okay, now your ALC meter is about half the longitudinal size of your power output meter. So, and then we just want a half of that. So, that's what we're looking for. 2/3 on your ALC meter, just to the right of half.
Okay, Roger, I see what you're saying.
That looked pretty good.
It's a brand new antenna. I just put it up about 20 minutes ago, and haven't had any, no QSOs on it yet. And I thought I'd get in here and try to see if you guys could help me out and see if my signal was any good. Over.
Roger. Now, what kind of mic is that you're running now?
I'm sorry. Say again. The mic.
Yes, sir. What mic are you running now?
I'm running the Hale. It's with the ICOM, for the ICOM.
Okay, is that a hand mic or desk mic?
Actually, it's a hand mic. It's a hand mic that I'm running right now. I did have it on my original microphone, and I don't know, something went wrong, and I went back to the Hale.
Roger. Gosh, I'd love to hear you on the desk mic. If you got it around, maybe we could figure out what the problem is.
Well, I can switch it here pretty quick. Let me see if I can get that. Hang on a second. I'll be right back with you, okay?
Roger.
What's your name again?
This is Jim, Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net.
Okay, this is Whiskey 3 Delta Alpha Victor, over.
Oh boy, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, Dave, you copy me?
Sorry, you kind of dropped out there for a second. I thought you said it sounded pretty good, over.
Yes, sir, it does sound pretty good. Now, there's a little distortion, and I'm not sure what that's all about. But you had that with your hand mic also.
Let me turn the power down on my amp here real quick. Hang on. All right. Okay, is that a little bit better now?
I'll tell you what, why don't you dump the amp and just come to me with the radio, Roger?
Okay, just a second. Delta Alpha Victor.
Okay, come back one more time. Pretty low.
53.
One more time. Pretty low.
Delta Alpha Victor.
Okay. You know, there's when you're tuning your amp, if you pull back and not load it out quite so far, then you might have better results. So go back to your power amp on. I think that's the problem there. Power amp on, and then find your max. Do you tune for max out normally?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Okay, so try tuning it just a little bit less than max out on the one way of the load, and then adjust the load the other way, where it's a little less than max out the other way, and there will be one that will be closer or cleaner than the other.
Okay, that's where I'm at right now.
That sounded pretty good. I want you a little bit closer to that mic, Roger.
Does that sound a little bit better?
I want you closer even.
Sorry, say again?
I want you closer to that mic. Yeah, you have what's called a peaky voice. Peaky? And so it means that every once in a while you hit a hard word that goes up to 0, but normally you're don't have a very full voice. So I suggest that maybe you look at that that meter. The ALC meter, that's a guide to your radio and the Bible to it, and you want to try to stay in that sweet spot of 2/3 as much as you can. So come back and talk to me for a minute and be looking at your ALC meter and try to keep that meter in the sweet spot of 2/3, Roger?
Okay, let me see what I can do here. Hang on just a moment, please, sir.
And what that will probably mean will be your cadence, your rate will be slightly increased to try to keep that meter up. I mean, in other words, if you spoke like that, you never could keep that meter up. But if you have a increased cadence speech, then the meter will probably reflect that by being able to stay in the sweet spot of 2/3 on your ALC meter.
Okay, I see what you're saying. W3DAV.
Oh, okay. Tell me about the thing you like best about your radio.
I like everything about it. I have an LDC AFS system and analog filter that filters out the signal gets quiet. And I really like that. There's nothing really I don't like about it. It's an awesome radio. I've been a ham since 2011, but I ran a 718 for years and got them spoiled. Little too easy to run, so kind of trying to find my way on the 2300, Roger.
Roger. Now, it seems like that it's cutting off at about, well, let's see. If I have you set for 0 level on a VU meter that I've got tied to my 7300 output. And it looks like from -3, it turns on up to 0. But if you're below -3, it seems like it's shutting down. So I'm not really sure. Could that be a product of your power amplifier?
You know what? It probably is. This is an older amp, and I'm looking at buying a new one. So I want to get a Mercury 3S. I think you're right. That might be my problem.
Roger, Roger. 'Cause it's hard to mess up a 7300. You know, I mean, it's just real hard to do that. I was trying to think of a way you might be able to see that. If you're also looking at your power output meter, you should be able to see, if you, well, gosh, you'd have to do a graduated level thing, which is hard to do. I would say in between now and then, just keep track of your ALC meter and try to keep it in that sweet spot position. Roger.
Yeah, Roger that. I really appreciate what you're doing right now here. That makes me feel good. It's like it drops, my ALC drops almost to the bottom, and then when I peak up, it gets back up to about 2/3, but it goes back and down really fast.
Yes, sir. That's the thing about that meter. So, and that's why you probably, to really see it, if you use the word that would be the closest thing to a steady state tone to be able to adjust your mic level for 100%. You know, if you adjust your mic level as you say the word into 2/3 on your ALC meter, that would be the normal place to, normal setup. But like I say, you are, sounds like you're cutting in and out on the lower parts of your speech, and whether it's the power amp or what, I'm not real sure. I would suggest probably more the power amp for whatever reason than the radio, because that 7300 is a pretty nice radio, and it's hard to sound bad on the 7300. Roger.
Yeah, Roger that. I understand. That makes sense. I just got right now. I just put in an embed, and it's on. And they said you're going to have a real good tuner, full spectrum tuner to get down to the SWRs. And this tuner that I have on this is a really good one, but I got it down to about. No, that's what's wrong. I've got SWR running anywhere from 3 to 5 or 6. That's too much.
Well, if it's 3%, your radio should be able to auto-tune 3% SWR, right? It gets past 3%, and it becomes, maybe.
Roger that. That's exactly. I was going about 6 to 1. And that's the best I could get it tuned, and I couldn't even be talking on it at 6 to 1 over.
Yeah, roger that. Well, I guess between your internal antenna tuner and your external antenna tuner, you might be able to work it out, Roger.
Yeah, roger that. I can always go to the emergency mode on the tuner, I guess. I know it has one, but I don't like to do that because I think that's why it's called an emergency mode.
Yeah, roger. Well, gosh, if you want to hear your audio there, Dave, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook, that will take you to our Qso-Vlog recording right now, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. So it's a KC9VKV followed by the word logbook on a YouTube search, and that'll take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3,300, I believe.
Roger that. It's KC9V. I can't read my own writing. VKV.
Yes, sir. Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor. I'll tell you what, one more time, why don't you dump the amp, and I can hear you a little bit better now. Dump the amp, and let me hear what you sound like barefoot on the radio.
DAVE, over.
Go ahead, Dave. Tell me about your antenna system again.
Yeah, I just bought it. I bought the Ultramax, Ultramax 100, because of my phase only requires 40, I think it's 49 feet wide. Is that on it? They claim I get 80%, but I'm saying my SWR is way too high. They're saying you might have to go all the way. It could be up to 10 to 1, and that's probably more than any of my tuners from him, over.
Yes, sir, Dave. Well, your radio's clean. Your radio really sounded good. So it's in your power amp. The problem is in your power amp. And like I say, there's, if you tune it for max out and then you back off one way and dip it, and see what that does. And then if you go the other way, and back off and then tune it. One might be cleaner than the other, but the problem is definitely in your power amp. And it could be that you're getting RF in your AF. I can't be sure about that, but it is related to your power amplifier, Roger.
Yeah, Roger that. The antenna that I bought is Ultramax. I've also bought the RF filter. It blocks all the RF coming in. And I put it in right before the antenna comes into the system, which is one of the places they require. And it's supposed to block out all of it, over. And I hear myself stuttering. It's not stuttering, but it's like a buzzing, over.
Yes, sir. Come back up with your power amp, Roger. Come back with your power amp.
Okay, this is W3DAV.
Boy, that makes such a difference. You really are a beautiful sound when that power amp comes up. I mean, it's as far as the RF level is concerned, that power amp really helps a great deal. Roger?
Roger that. Yeah. Well, is it enough to get by with now? For not now? I mean, I can work on it again some more, but you're being awfully patient with me, over.
Yes, I think it works great now. It's like I say, it's just a little distortion there, and you might, like I say, sometimes you load out too far. If you go to max and that's distorted, and you want to back off your load just a little bit and see how that does. And of course, when you back off the load, then you have to retune the plates on your power amplifier. Roger?
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, I just sat there and tweaked with this. Now, is this a little bit better, over?
About the same. Try going the other direction about that same amount and retune. We're just talking smidges, Roger.
I'm sorry, did you say something, sir? I apologize.
Yeah, so we're just talking real smidges here, and I'm just trying to find, sometimes if you overload the output, if you tune over, past the point and you're on the other side of load, excessive load, then they do tend to maybe go crazy sometimes, your power amplifier. So if you don't tune out quite as far, load out quite as far, and then retune your plates, that would be the thing that would tell what's going on.
Roger that. I understand. That makes sense. Well, I'm going to get off here and I'm going to say 73s, and I really do appreciate it. I'll try to get back on here sometime. I didn't know you guys were here, and I wish I'd have known. But I'll get back with you. And, sir, I don't know your name, and you didn't say, I don't think. But I really appreciate what you're doing for me here.
Roger, Roger, Dave. Okay, sir. And like I said, if you want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV followed by the word logbook, it'll take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3,300, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. So 73, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it.
Roger, Roger. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog network. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.